Good morning and welcome back. Today, what I thought is we'd do a couple little things. On my little tier tray, I'm starting a little bee theme. So I thought I would make a couple of things to add to it. And one of my favorite things that I love to play with are these little flower pots. Uh, These right here come from the Dollar Tree, and they come 3 in a pack. And I love these little things for everything. So, what we're going to do is we're going to make a little honey pot first. And I took one of the little flower pots, and I've already painted it. Like I said, I don't want you guys to have to sit and watch me paint and then watch it dry. So I already painted it. The colors that I chose was King's Gold from Apple Barrel from Walmart, and that's the bottom part. Top part is black, and I got it in gloss. It doesn't matter if it's gloss or matte. It just so happened that's what I picked up and went for it. But what we want to do is we want to, if you remember on our s'mores, we did the little drips. Well, I'm going to do some little drips on my little pot and make it look like honey. So all I do is take my King's Gold, shake it up a little bit, and we just take some on our paintbrush. Oh, and you don't have to worry about painting the inside because you're never going to see the inside. I think I would paint the bottom. But anyway, you just take it and you just rub it just like we did our wooden s'mores. Just like maybe, you know how you want to get the excess paint off of your brush? Just act like you're taking the paint off your brush. Just rub it. And then you just go all the way around your pot. So I won't make you all watch me do all the way around that pot and then wait for it to dry. So I already have one dripped and dry. So we'll get rid of our brush. What we want to do next is we want to add our feeler. What I did was I just took a little empty toilet paper roll. These are so little inside that, you know, you can't go all the way to the bottom with that roll, so you got to fold it. And you place it in there, and then you just snip it to where you want your, what am I trying to say? Where you want to, your little cardboard thing to go. And just want it to barely go down in there. Because the top, we're going to use glue. And you don't want, if you go too low, you're going to have to put a lot of glue in there. So, I cut it down. Let's put a little glue on here. All over the bottom. And stick it down in there and hold it just for a second. Get rid of strings. Always strings. Doesn't take but a second. And then you want to cut out, you turn your little flower pot upside down on a piece of cardboard and trace it and cut it out. A lot of times you have to cut it a little smaller than what you traced out because you want it to sit down in your pot. Because like I said, this is going to have hot glue on it, and you don't want it sitting way down in there because you're going to use a whole lot of hot glue, and you don't want it to sit above because You kind of want it to look like that the hot glue is down in the pot, because the hot glue is going to be like your honey. So, and that come off of mac and cheese. Okay, let's put a little hot glue on top of our empty toilet paper roll. Take it, place it on top, hold it down a second. Okay, now what we're going to do is we are going to take our King's Gold, because the hot glue is kind of see-through and you don't want to see the brown. You'd rather see the yellow, make it look more like the yellow honey. So let's just paint a little bit. You guys have to watch me paint after all, but it's just not much, because you just don't want to see the brown cardboard, so it's not going to take much. Okay, I think that'll be all right. So let's close it up. Don't want our paint to dry out. And the glue we're using is this right here. This is, it doesn't say a color on it, but I got it from Amazon, I'm pretty sure. But it's supposed to be the color of honey. And see, you can see it looks like honey. So what we're going to do is take your glue gun and you just start pouring that glue in there. Because you want it to look like, and some just spilled over the side, but that's fine. That's honey spills. Now it's going to town. Can you see it steaming? And it goes fast. Go all the way around it. This is why you don't want your cardboard to go down in your pot too low, because it takes quite a bit of the glue. And I'm thinking that this pack, there's 10 in it, and I think it was around $10. What I'm thinking. Okay, we got an empty spot there. Let's fill that up. All right. Okay. What we want to do now is, I bought these little honey dippers. And I'm pretty sure I got these on Amazon too. No, I'll tell you where I got these. I got these from a little place called, I think it's Shein. Shein. And I've got, I don't remember how many was in it. I'm thinking, it doesn't say, but I think maybe like 10 of them. And it wasn't all that much, actually. I think it was under $5, I'm pretty sure. Anyway, I painted the handle black, and I think this right here is a little bit of antique white. Then I took some of my honey glue and I drizzled over it. Let's see if let me show you. Just take it and Just let it drip on that. And you can kind of let it drip a little bit. Don't go too fast because it's going to drip right off. See, you got a little drip going. Let's see if we can add a little bit more without it dripping all the way down to the plate. You just got to play around with it and just let it drip. Let's let a little bit drip right here if we can. It's always going to come all the way down. Oh, that's okay. It's going to happen. But anyway, you get the idea. You just play around with it and just go slower. I think I went just a little bit too fast. So let's just lay it over here. Let it dry. Okay, it doesn't want to go over there. How about right? There we go. Okay. I'm going to take the one that I've already got done. And I've made one before. And what I've done is I kind of let it sit up. I just glued it down like that. But I think since I've got one already like this, I'm thinking that I may, since the drip is, I got a pretty good drip going on, I may just sit it right on top. And I think we'll try it. I mean, this is for my tray, so do it my way. Okay. Let's do that. I think we're going to just stick it right there on there. I'd like for it to stand up just a little bit if it would. And I think our glue is still wet enough to where it'll stay. Just like that. And let's see. Another little thing. I made some honeycombs using the same honey glue. And this right here, I got this from that little company, S-H-E-I-N, Sheen, I think, or Shein. And it's a little mold, and I think it was like maybe $2, most $3. It wasn't much at all. And I just took my hot glue with my honey glue in it and just all in there. And I did that a while ago, and it's dried, and watch, it just pops right out of there. And you have a little honeycomb. I love that. It's so cute. But I've already got one made, and I thought I'd kind of like to stick it up in my pot, because I want to make this one different than this one here. I don't want two of the same ones. So I think we're going to, I'm just wondering if I need that whole piece. I think so. Let's see if it'll still stick in there. It should. Let's help it out just a little bit. Put a little glue back there to hold it down there. Like that. Oh, how cute. Okay, now I've got some little bees. These little bees I got from Amazon. Don't remember how much they were. There was a whole bunch of them. And I'm sure they wasn't all that much because I am somewhat of a tightwad, and I won't give a whole bunch for nothing. So let's add some bees. Bees and honey go together. I want to add one right here on this honey. There. Ooh! He says yum yum. Yummy yum. That's already dry. Good thing, because I picked it up by the honey. Okay, let's put us another bee. I'm going to put it right here because I can see just a little bit of opening where my cardboard didn't go all the way to the edge. So we'll put a bee there. It's just going to be full of bees. There we go. I don't believe I want to put a bow on that little dipper, because I think you wouldn't be able to see my little honeycomb. Alright, this bee's got full. It's getting ready to fly away. Let's add one more. I love these bees. As long as they're not stinging me, I love bees. I'm going to put one right on that honeycomb. He's going straight to the source. Oh, there you go, buddy. Enjoy. Okay. Looking cute. And let's add a bow. I already made my little bows because you all really don't want to see me trying to make a bow. I can make big bows for Reese, but when it comes to these little tiny bows, I just don't know. My fingers just do not want to work with them. And it takes me forever. It's just like tying your shoe, but not. But anyway. So I went ahead and made me a couple little bows in private. Put some little dovetails on it. And I think we're just going to put a little bow right down there. I think. Let's try that. Oh, that is so sweet. My little tray is going to be so cute. So cute. I'm debating on whether I want to add some more bees on the pot. Not sure just yet. I think what I'll do is I'll sit and stare at it today and think about it. But that's our first little thing that we was going to make. I was going to make one more little thing with you all. But I love it. Let's sit you right there. I went to it's not a Dollar Tree, it's called a Dollar Mania. And they had a pack of 3 of these little wooden spoons. Let's see. What did I do with the other ones? Hang on. They're just little wooden spoons. And I painted my spoon with this King's Gold. Of course, I already painted it for you all. And what I want to do is, I know I want to use a bow. Because I already made a bow. And he turned out, so I definitely want to use the bow. But I think it might be a a little too long. Let's cut it off just a little bit. Shorten its tail. Just a tad. Put our little dovetails. It's such a skinny little ribbon, you really can't see the dovetail, but I would know that it's not dovetailed. I dovetail all my ribbon. Habit. I think I'm going to put my bow right there. So let's go ahead and attach it in case we forget. Oh, I didn't mean to use my honey glue, but that's all right. Glue it right there. And I think I'm going to, these little bees have this little sticky thing on it. And I've been taking those off because I don't really want it to stick up. I'd rather it lay flat. I'm going to put one right on the tip of that handle. Use my honey glue again because this little cordless thing that I've got over here does not want to stay hot unless you keep pushing that little button. We're going to put our little bee right on top like that. Isn't it cute? Strings and more strings always. Okay. Earlier today I made a little beehive cupcake using one of my little pots. I love my little pots. Here's my little cupcake I made. And look at all the bees on it. But this is one of the honeycombs that I made in this little mold. But I didn't use hot glue. I just put, I'm pretty sure that it's Model Magic in the little mold. And then I just painted it with King's Gold and then just rubbed a little bit of black around the little comb, whatever you call it, make it pop out. But that's my little cupcake. So, I've already got this mixed up, the icing, for this little cupcake. So what I want to do is I want to put a little dollop of that icing in my spoon. And I'm using my world famous Ziploc bags as a piping bag. Okay, moving on. Let's put us a little bit. A little bit in there. And I want to use this, but I don't know if I want it to be so high up. Let's just use part of this. How much do we want to use? Oh no. I think I'm just going to go across here. See how easy this is to cut. Oh, it doesn't matter if I catch them little ridges because this is going to pop right down in there, isn't it? Silly. And you know what? I think I'm going to put a little honey dripping off of here. It'll either stick on here or it'll melt my spackling one. Now, let's put our little honey. Let's see how we want to do this. Let's just stick it right in there like that. And I hope it stands up. We might need to help it a little bit for a minute. Let's see here. There. Because I want to put some bees. Put some bees on there. Bees everywhere. Bees in their honey. I'll put one. Let's see. We want it to be crawling up there. Oh, 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 oh. Don't do that. Well, you do not want to touch this hot glue while it's wet. That's for sure. Alright, we're going to have a mess to have to figure out what to do. No worries. Well, that didn't work, did it? Look at that. That is like mozzarella cheese. Okay. Well, that's a mess. That's alright. Crafting doesn't always go right. Does it? You know what? I don't like that. We are going to start over. You guys get to see how messy I can be. Save my feet. Boy, that glue is just like mozzarella cheese. Alright, we're going to start all over. That's what I love about crafts. Mess up and you can fix it. Wow. Okay. Okay, no problem. All is well. I'm thinking that probably we won't use the spackle. I think the spackle probably kept my glue from drying really good. You know, that won't come off of there. That's some good glue. Alright, no problem. No problem. We can fix this. We can fix it, no problem. We'll just glue right over top that mess. Stick our honey back in there, like that. Now see, and we got a little bit of mess here. Let's just let some of it drip down there. Seeing as we've already got a mess there, we'll let it drip down over here. Now let's get back to the bees. This is what we should have done in the beginning and not worried with the spackling. So, if you all try this, you know what not to do because I showed you. Pull back up, honey. Alright, we won't do this bee right now because he's got spackle on him. I'll drop them bees in there now because I don't want to touch that glue. Because I didn't see how that stuff wants to just hang on to you. This one's going to be right here in the drip. We'll blame the drip on him. You need to stand up. Please. Okay. There's our little spoon with the honey and the honeybees. Cute. The other day I made a little honey rolling pin. I made this part right here is the Dollar Tree plunger, the wooden stick on the plunger, and these little pieces here, the little handles, are actually the little sponges that you paint with, you know, the little wooden handles. I just cut them down, painted them, hot glued them on the end of my plunger stick, decorated it. How cute. And I made a little gnome to go on my honey tray. If you all would like to see how these are made, just let me know down in the comments and I'll do a quick little tutorial on them. They're real easy to make. And then I did a little honey dipper and just made it to where it stands up. Well, you have to prop it, but he's supposed to stand. And we'll be happy. Let's put you back here, son. Little be happy sign. So my little tray is coming along. We'll put that right there. And then my little cupcake, we'll put it on my tray. What else did, oh, I made some beads. Black and yellow beads. And with wooden W's for my last name. It'll go on my tray. And then this one here, I made a YouTube on the little bunny gnome. This is basically the same way. You make this the same way without the ears. And that's going to be part of my honey theme. But anyway, you all, that's all I have for today. I apologize for the terrible mess I made, but we recouped from it. We come back, made it pretty. But thank you for joining me, and you all have a wonderful day, and God bless you. Bye-bye.